Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is our 10,000th video. Yes, we've actually done that many in the 7 years we've been active. You're looking at a GW Panther, the Tier 7 German SPG, located on the eastbourne of Sand River. This one is under the command of Red Dog Alpha 1, and he's got 2 marks of excellence on the barrel.
Let's get this show on the road.
Game on! Well, it's a 15cm howitzer mounted on top of a hull that would have belonged to a Panther tank. And they would have built them, but for the fact that the German generals wanted more tanks, not Arty. They developed it by Krupp in 1943 to 1944. They made all the models, showed them to Hitler, but in the end, it never got built. Now, it's capable of doing 600 alpha, penetrating 39mm of armor with a 7.2 meter burst radius and stun duration of between 10 and 18 seconds. He's having a quick look over by the north end, so he's expecting enemy tanks to go up and try and get to the pass at north, and he's right, because there's a Skoda T50 trying to make his way up there. He got warning a shell was on its way, and he immediately dived for cover. It's a Tier 9 game with Tier 7 tanks in it. Okay, we've lost sight of the others. We do have an Aufklärungs Panther, or the Awful Panther, as Voldemort calls it. And he's managed to make his way up there, so he's spotting for us. Rounds out. Not enough lead on that one. He should have given a bit more. Skoda's relatively fast tanks. Enemy tanks have been spotted down in the south, and he's transferring his aim over there. Now, this Arty does have a very wide arc, actually, 52 degrees in total, 26 degrees either side of the center line. So once you've actually angled your Arty correctly, looking forward, you can actually fire over a wide area without the reticule getting too big. You can see he's making an adjustment there because he's going to shoot at this E-Fumpsieg. Rounds out. Oh, that one landed on the front of the vehicle and actually did 191 hit points of damage, which is not bad actually, considering that's a Tier 9 tank. Now, as you know, for every Tier 9 you hit in a Tier 7, you get 20% extra XP. And that's because you get 10% extra for every tier higher. Okay, there's the Fumpsieg again. Fires the round in, hoping to get a splash. Well, he did stun the guy, and he's picking up stun assist. Now, this Arty actually carries 30 rounds in total, so it's more than enough ammunition for the entire game. Unfortunately, that's not true of the M12, which is the American Tier 7, and that you actually only get 20 rounds of ammunition, which means you can't fire over the entire game because you've actually run out of ammo fairly quickly. Okay, that Fumpsieg keeps hiding. That's a good shot. Actually landed right next door to him, and we managed to get some damage. Over in the heights, there's a Kilana, and there's a, I think there's a Doom Turtle up there as well. But we're looking at this unit as 14.5 at the moment, and he's only got half his points. We're almost ready to shoot. Rounds out. Oh, that's a direct hit. No explosion. We definitely hit him. The standard reload for this Arty is 25.89 seconds. And you can see he's knocked it down to 22.4. So he's got a fairly good reduction. Something else you might notice as well, he actually isn't using premium consumables. No, he's actually elected to carry other features to keep this thing moving quickly. In fact, actually, he's got a fire extinguisher there, which is not what you normally expect. Most Arty players do use premium consumables to speed up the reload and the dial-in. Going for it again. BZ-166. Landed next to him. Okay, AMX 1375 about to meet one of our black dogs. I'm not sure he's seen that, but he's ignoring it for the moment. He's got a teammate asking him to hit a Kalana. In fact, it's the Cobra. Unfortunately, the Cobra just got killed by the Kalana, so can we get a shell in there? Rounds out. Well, a bit of splash for 111. With one tank down on the enemy at the moment. It was a bad loss taking that Cobra, by the way. Oh, that's better. The SU-152 taken out by our ISU-122-2. Trouble is, we haven't really got much in the way of eyes up in this direction of the map. So that ISU-122-2 in the dunes. We do have the Black Dog in the north of the map, but there's an awful lot of tanks up there preparing to actually come in from the north. So it might be a good idea for Red Dog Alpha 1 to move and get a bit closer to the south end of the map. Yes, at the moment he's got nothing to shoot. And ideally what you should do in an Arty is keep firing at targets you can see. If there is one in sight, you have to keep it going. So as soon as you're loaded, you should be dialed in on the next tank you want to hit, so you can get as many shots off as you can in the game. Okay, the BZ-166 rounds out, lands behind him, but it splashed him. Now it did stun the teammate, so in the Tiger 1, that could have an effect upon the battle if he did get the high caliber. Okay, Tiger P. We're almost loaded. You have to give enough lead to a target if they're moving quickly. Rounds out. Bit of splash, but that guy has only got one more tank before he gets to our cap area, and that's the UDAS 03. The new Alt 3 version. Tiger P's down to a one shot, and he's gone. The AMX 1375 is also a one shot. Rounds out. Not close enough. A bit closer, and that might have been a splash kill. Okay, looking down to the south. Got a Conway. Just come up on that ramp. It's a favourite ramp for a lot of tanks to use, but it's not a good ramp if there's Arty in the game, because they can do that. They can actually slide the shell over the dune down onto the ramp and hit the tank. Only 162 hit points from that one. And there's that Kalana again, the guy who killed our Cobra. Almost loaded. Work out how far he's moving back, rounds out. Yep, it was a good splash. And the Doom Turtle has come down from the heights near their cap area. Now, the one thing the heavily armoured tanks don't like is HE, because regardless of if you don't have the penetration, they can still get through the armour. And that's another 166. Already up to 1,500 of actual damage and close to 1,000 of stun assist. Now, we do have tanks in the right position at last. The Erlenberg Panther has actually come down to the south of the map, so he's spotting for our guys. The Kalana just fired, and he's been stunned. He's being marked as a target as well, and he's gone. The SU-130 managed to get him from the riverbed on the north bank, so that was a really good shot at long range. Going for the Conway. This could be very, very annoying for him. Okay, we've lost sight, but he fires blind, and he killed him! A blind kill! He lost sight of him, but he guessed correctly where the guy was, and he's taken him out of the game, and that is... Oh, he didn't get the kill! I'm looking at this now and reading that the Conway was actually killed by RT-95. Well, he was killed. That's the E-Fumsig And he's out the game just like that. So that's Red Dog Alpha 1's first kill of the game. I honestly thought the Conway had been killed by Red Dog Alpha 1, but sadly, no, he got taken out by one of the other tanks on our team. Okay, we're looking for the others. They have a GSAW 1008. There's only 3 left. Their Arty is a GW Panther. And of course, the T95, we know where he is. He's down the dunes. There's the GSAW. And he dies very quickly to the Alpha Clarence Panther. And the T95, the Doom Turtle, is getting very close to us. Just near the village. So we need to fire around in. And now we need to move. He really does need to move. Yep, he's got it. I think he knows, but the ISU 122-2 is moving to try and intercept. Now, we just saw the enemy GW Panther taken out, so the Doom Turtle is now the last enemy tank in the game. Don't know where he is at the moment, but he might be getting very close to us. You can hear the tanks moving. And there he is. We've got him by the rear. Nice solid hit. That tracks him. He fixes tracks. We're getting stun assist. He wants that ISU, but he's about to get shot in the rear by an Alpha Clarence Panther. He does get a big hit on our ISU, but now that's it. Game over. It's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker game for Red Dog Alpha 1 in the GW Panther. He managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in that game. He managed to get 10 in total, actually. He also got a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by teammates. And his win rate in the game was 2,852, which is Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in this game actually was done by the SU-130 PM on his team. He managed 3,190 hit points. Second highest was the Doom Turtle, which on the enemy team managed 2,726. And the third highest damage was the Conway on his own team, who got 2,342 hit points. We can see here that Red Dog Alpha 1 got 2,116 hit points, which means he got more than all but 2 on the enemy team, and 4 in his own team beat him, so he was actually in 7th place overall with 2,116 hit points of damage. The Alpha Clarence Panther, by the way, got an Orlix medal, and the UDIS 03 Alt 3 got a Pascucci's medal. When it came to kills, the highest number was the UDIS 03 Alt 3, 3 kills to him. ISU 122 got 3 kills as well. The Cobra and the Alpha Clarence Panther got 2 kills each. And on the enemy team, their Doom Turtle and their GW Panther both got 2 apiece as well. When it came to base XP, we can see that he did get 1,093 base experience points. In fact, he was the only player to get over 1,000 base, with the next highest being the UDIS 033 with 942, followed by the Alpha Clarence Panther, who got 906. He fired 21 rounds in the game, got 5 direct hits on the enemy, 19 splash, 2,116 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 1 of them, and did 1,847 hit points of stun assist off 17 stuns, so close to 4,000 combined damage. On a free-to-play account, he actually made 10,143 credits profit from the game. He also picked up 30 bonds from mission achievement and 2,186 experience points. So a very good game there for Red Dog Alpha 1 in the GW Panther. Here's the second replay, and you're still in the GW Panther, but this one belongs to Luna Helliver of the UA clan, and she's located on the defending spawn of Erlenberg Assault. So we've got 10 minutes to stop the enemy from capping or killing. Game on! Still a 15cm howitzer capable of 600 alpha, 39mm of pen. But you can see here the Luna is loading the non-stun HE. That can do 730 alpha and 49mm of pen with a 4 meters burst radius. Now she's also got he's got three armor piercing rounds as well, which happen to be heat rounds, capable of 400 alpha but 224mm pen. Very useful on this game, mainly down to the fact, of course, that you can penetrate enemy heavies in the town centre if they get stuck. Now the GW, mentioned before, designed during 1943-44 by Krupp. They made all the models, showed it to everyone, but the Germans wanted more Panther tanks and not Arty. It's only got a top speed of 46 kilometers an hour. We have mentioned this to Wargaming because technically it should have a turbocharger, because all Panther tanks actually had a turbocharged engine. But in the game, they've actually taken out the turbocharger. Rounds out. Direct hit, right on target. You don't know how many hit points that would be, but it hit the side of the vehicle. BZ-58 and the Tiger II. The Tiger II is going to be more difficult to hit, but there's the BZ. Rounds out straight away. And it just goes to the right. Whoever this player is, he does know the value of actually making sure your barrels are hot. And by that I mean firing as soon as you've loaded on the next target. Fully dialed in, ready to go. Okay, he's ready with another shell now. Rounds out straight away.
That was close.
The more shells you can get out in a game, the more damage you can do. You get 30 rounds in the GW Panther, so you've got plenty of opportunity to make a lot of credits. That T-29 just took a big hit from one of our guys, so rounds out on him. Direct hit. And of course he's stunned because we're not using the non-stun HE anymore. Indeed, I think from this angle, we might be able to get a shot on these guys over by the castle. There's a super Hellcat over there. Rounds out straight away and direct hit. Now that could have penetrated him because obviously 39mm of penetration, and their super Hellcat doesn't have that much in the way of armor. Very light on armor. Okay, Super Pershing is on the reverse side of the slope of the hill, and that's another direct hit. So this guy is, or girl, he is racking up a lot of damage. I don't know why, but I somehow think that Luna Helluva is actually female. It's kind of the name that gives it away to me. I stand to be corrected if it turns out to be a guy. Rounds out. Oh, that one's slightly to the right. That T-29 though, he's getting hammered. Bisonte is obviously targeting him quite a lot. The Tiger that was in the little alcove, that's gone down. We're switching from the T-29 to the TNH 105-1000, and it falls short. There's the Super Hellcat we got the blind hit on, and he's missing half his hit points already. That might be down to us. The T-29's just been spotted. The Bisonte's decided to go in and kill him. And he's out the game. They're pushing the enemy back slowly but surely. We're at the halfway point now. And in fact, the enemy's now almost ending up near their spawn area. And they've just lost that TNH 105-1000. It's a tier 8 game with tier 7 tanks, so we're bottom tier. Oh, that one missed the Super Hellcat. Okay, so we've now lost all contact with the enemy at the moment. We need our teammates to find them. I'm surprised none of the enemy have actually been seen trying to get up the west side of the map. We do have a GW Panther looking over that area. And our guys are now finding their way almost to the enemy spawn point. Okay, we've got a couple of targets. Super Hellcat, he's gone. Got a Leo by the river, and we can get a shot on him. Rounds out. Direct hit! And that was a penetrating shot, but a low roll for 590. The Leo is now one shot, and he does go down, but it's the Basante who gets the kill. Okay, there's a Barras just there on the reverse slope of the hill. Thin armor on those. Oh my gum! Well, he's out the game with one shot, but somebody else had hit him before we did. But that looks to be another penetrating shot because, of course, the Barras doesn't have much in the way of armor. It's basically an EBR 105 with a Batchat 12-ton hull. Okay, the S51 has been seen. He's by the river. Rounds out. And another kill! That's two now. He's taking targets of opportunity. There's only 4 enemies left now. They've got an IS-3, a T-26E4 Super Pershing, a Crusader SP, and an E-25. And that E-25 is probably going to be the biggest problem when it comes down to it, because those things are fast and they're very, very stealthy. Okay, we're looking in the area where we think the enemy Arty might be. There's always a possibility. Oh, there's the Super Pershing. We're dialing in. Rounds out. That looked to be a good shot. I could tell that because his reticule wasn't changing as he was re-aiming. And the Pershing takes the kill. And we get the stun assist off that one. In fact, we got the track assist because he was tracked at the time. Okay, so we're looking over the other side. There's the IS-3s outside our range, because they're right in the corner of the map at the moment. But the E-25 is over there, and we're dialing in. We fired a bit snap there, but... Oh! Now that's interesting. The shell didn't go to the exact aim point, but it landed very near the E-25, and he did get stunned, and we picked up more stun assists, so that was a good shot. A very lucky shot, you might say. And now we're changing and we're moving. Even though there's 3 enemy out there, we're moving as fast as we can to get over to the other side. They've lost another one. Okay, so now we've got an IS-3 on the loose and the E-25. Fires on the move, but I think he wasn't being serious. Well, he did get a hit. He did get some stun assist. And in fact, the IS-3 has gone down. You don't normally fire on the move like that because it's very inaccurate. There's only 1 enemy left now. It's the E-25, and I did say they are normally the worst to actually try and kill. In fact, he's been located, but he's right in the corner, and I think we've moved enough now to get within range. He's a splash kill. If we can land a shell near the edge of the house, that should be enough. Go for it. Rounds out. Well, he didn't look, but the E-25 is gone, and that is the end of the game. Do the dance. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the first ace tanker for Luna Helliver of the UA clan in the GW Panther. You can tell it's the first ace because he's got the scrolls underneath, or she has got the scrolls underneath, and you only get those the first time. They also managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, they got 15, and they got a Confederate medal as well, hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on their team. Their win rate was 4,132, which is super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, we can see got the second highest damage in the game. The Bisonte managed 5,401 hit points of damage. He got the high caliber and a top gun. Second highest damage went to Luna Helleber, who managed 2,560. And the third highest damage went to the TNH 105 1000 on the enemy team with 2,033 hit points. When it came to kills, the Bisonte got that. 6 kills to them. 2 kills went to Luna Helleber and the Tiger 2, and also the Leo on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, it was the Bisonte again, 1,757. That's a very strong base XP. And the second one was, yes, Luna Helleber with 1,186. Third place went to the KV5, who managed 1,047. So 3 players managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. Luna fired 17 rounds, got 9 direct hits on the enemy, 3 penetrating shots, and 12 splash. Damage of 2,560, all of it at more than 300 meters. Now let's find out which ones he actually, or they, penetrated. Well, the Barask has got to be a candidate. Yes, 402 hit points, 1 shot went right through. The S51, yes, it's an open arty, so 1 shot should be enough to penetrate the thing. And there's also another enemy tank. I think it might have been the Super Hellcat. No, it wasn't the Super Hellcat. It was actually the Leo. He managed to get around into the Leo for 612 and 1 penetration. Going back to the details, 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 2 were killed, 153 hit points of track damage, and 1,869 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. On a premium count, they earned a profit of 34,892 credits from the game, and they got 12,453 experience points because it got a 10,674 mission completion bonus. So a very good game in 10 minutes. Did last nearly the full 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 25 seconds, and they managed to kill all the attacking team. So that's the second replay, a good first ace tanker, although I would say right at the end, Luna fired 2 shots without watching what happened to the shell. And normally that means that on our channel, we would disqualify you from further replays only because we need to see what happens to the shell. And if you don't look, then there's no point doing a replay because we can't see the damage being done. Anyway, that aside, let's have a look at the third replay. The third replay is on the Canada map, otherwise known as Serene Coast. You're looking at the GW Panther being driven by TigerAce of the FAM clan.
Time to roll out.
Game on. Oh, that sounds very throaty indeed. Much more like the turbocharged engine of the I think it's a Maybach actually that's in the GW Panther. Remember, it's got a 52-degree arc either side, 26 degrees either side of the center line. EBR. Get some stun. That could be useful. Not in this case, unfortunately. The Super Hellcat overcooked that. Okay, we've got another shell ready. Okay, he's decided to go behind the house. Now, we can put around directly behind the corner. Fires it in. And he does get stun. And he is getting stun assist, so that's good. I think we also saw where the enemy Arty is located. I think he's in A5. We saw the chaser come from that direction. Okay. 112. Rounds out straight away. Good hit. Solid hit for 100. Unfortunately, it wasn't so great for our Super Hellcat. He's gone down. Now, there's 2 Arty on either team. The enemy Arty are 2 GW Panthers. On our team, we've got an M12 as well as our GW. Yep, that tracer's definitely coming from now. It looks like he's in A6 rather than A5. He may have moved, but there's the other one over in the corner near the cap. And he's out the game. So that's the first Arty gone down. He's having a quick look. That Progetto could be taken out with one shot. Yes, he's gone. Arty players tend to look around the map as much as they can because they might be able to land a shell just in there to change the course of the battle in that local area. If a sudden enemy tank gets stunned, it could be the end of them because they might not be able to recover. It looks like that T-25-2 just got ram killed. The 45 TP, well, he takes a hit while stunned and we get the stun assist. But the enemy's getting rather close. We just got spotted, so we're going to have to go into cover. If the enemy RT... Oh, he is! We've just spotted him. The enemy RT is in A5, so he was in the square where I thought he was, and we're going to pay him a few compliments by sending a round in. That was the M12 just firing at him. And that's a counter battery. He took out both enemy RTs, so now he's got the medal. And of course that means now that that TigerAce's team is going to get Arty support, but the enemy team won't, and our guys will have a free run. Still only one tank up on the enemy, so the Arty is going to make a big difference by stunning the enemy. We haven't seen that AMX 65 ton on the west side of the map for a while, but these guys are pushing forward, and it's a Renegade. He's hidden behind the rock. We haven't got a clean shot on him. That house is getting in the way. Normally I'd say change position if that's the case. We're getting a request for fire on that guy, so fire the rounds in and stun him. That's it. That will have stunned him, the Renegade. It did. Now we've got to watch out for that AMX M445. The Renegade did take a big hit. Now, what can we do to this guy? We're almost loaded. And rounds out. Good hit. And another solid hit for the ISU-152, which gives us a huge amount of stun assist. We're now up to 2,125. This is definitely going to be a good game because assistance points really does mean that you might get a high mastery. Okay, go for that AMX again. Unfortunately, he goes down, but we kept the shell, so now we can use it on the Renegade. Rounds out. Solid hit on him for 158. We did lose the ISU-152 though. So the scores are still even, but we did get some considerable damage in that game. This 44. Rounds out. Bit late. Tracked him. Looks like those shots are coming in from the Type 59 on the other side of the battlefield. Meanwhile, the 65 ton here is hiding in the corner. Rounds out. Gonna blind shot him. And it's a direct hit. Okay, the Renegade's been spotted again. And now he's a one-shot. Fire that round in. Rounds out. And he does go down, but not to our shell. He actually went down to one of our teammates. Type 59 managed to get him from the west side of the map. So the scores are still even, 5 left on either team, but our team does have 2 Arty, and Arty can be a force multiplier. Rounds out. Direct hit! The Viz 44-1 took that one. So that's several blind hits we've had. We hit the MX65 ton, now the Viz 44-1. So our figures are going to look pretty good, actually, at the end of the game. Fire another one in. Rounds out straight away. Looking at the mini-map at the moment, it looks like the enemy are kind of focused in the center. Okay, so they just lost their Ferdinand. Our Type 59 is having a great time because he's shooting in on these tanks and hitting them in the side. But it would only take one of the enemy tanks to think their way through this, and they could actually come around through the peninsula and come at us from a different direction. And if of all the tanks that might do that, it might be the Scorpion. He does have enough speed. Plus, of course, he's got a big enough gun to do some serious damage. Our Type 59's been doing exceptionally well because he's full health and he's already managed to get 3 kills. Rounds out. I think that was more just to test the water and see if the Scorpion's still there. I have a sneaking feeling he's not there anymore. I also have a feeling that the Viz 44-1 doesn't have many hit points left. He might be a one-shot or even a splash kill. And he has been spotted, and he is a splash kill. He's sitting behind that rock with only 83 hit points. And that's down to the shots that TigerAce sent in. Now, if he can put another one just on that corner, next to where the Viz was seen, it could be the end of him. Line it up. No, there, just a bit further over. That's it. Now pull back. Fires the round in. No, landed short. Well, the Viz 44-1's down, but we lost our Viz 44 as well. So we've got a 1-tank advantage, but we still don't know where the Scorpion is. So now might be a time to actually move over and go up the west side of the map to support the guys as they're moving towards the enemy cap area. Because if we stay where we are and the enemy Scorpion turns up, we could be out of the game very quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if the 45 TP was still in that corner, but I just don't think the Scorpion is. No, he isn't there. We've just found him. The Type 59 found him, and oh, this is not good. Scorpion killed the Type 59, and since he was full health, that might have been an Amarak. So now we do have to move. That was our strongest player. But the good thing is that Arty can act as a TD sometimes. You just have to go Rambo and start taking out the enemy face to face. Now it looks to me like TigerAce is being defensive. He's going into this corner, so if the Scorpion does come down the peninsula and go into our cap, then we should be able to get shots on him. The M12 or the T25-2 is going to be the one that spots him if he does. No, I don't think he'll be over there. T25-2's going up the west side. I think he's looking for that AMX 65 ton. And he's found him. Now, can we hit him from this direction? Yes, we can. But we've got a red line at the moment, so we need to back up. M12 gets his first shot in. And somebody is in the cap. Now, are they transiting the cap? Yes, they are. So it looks like they're going to come around and try and face us. But which way do you think they're going to come? Well, he's turning to face the AMX 65 ton. He's a one-shot. The M12 kills him. Okay, so the Scorpion, where are you? There's the Scorpion. He popped over the railway line just to see where we were. And I think he's going to pop over it again. If he does drive north, we might have a nice clean shot on him. T25-2 coming back. He's popping up, trying to get a shot or spot where the enemy is. Of course, the Scorpion might have turned around and decided to go round the other side. Yes, that's where he is. Okay, time for a shotgun. This is where penetration really does count. Is he going to do it? Let's have a look. Well, he does take out our M12, but he is in reload. Okay, here we go. Yep, that's how you can do it. That's how Arty can win games. Shotgunning the enemy. We did lose our M12, but there's the 45 TP, and he is a one-shot, and he goes down, and that's a victory. Now we can do the dance. Oh, he didn't do the dance. Well, that was a lovely shotgun at the end of the game. It was an ace tanker game for TigerAce of the FAM clan in the GW Panther. Managed to get a counter battery fire medal for killing both enemy SPGs in the game. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9. And he got a Confederate as well, hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate from that one was 3,555, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in this game actually went to the Scorpion on the enemy team. He got a high caliber, 4,537 hit points of damage. Second highest damage to the ISU 152 with 3,890. And the third highest damage went to the Renegade with 3,364. When it came to TigerAce, he managed 2,165 hit points of actual damage in that game, and of course got the Confederate. When it came to kills, the high scorer was the Type 59, but he shared it with the Scorpion and the Renegade. 3 kills went to TigerAce, and 2 kills went to the T25-2, who also picked up a Confederate, and he was the only one in third place. When it came to base XP, it's the T25-2, 1,213 base to him. 1,199 went to TigerAce, and 1,095 went to the Type 59, and they were the only 3 tanks who managed to make it over 1,000 base. 20 shots fired, so still had a third of his ammunition left, 6 direct hits, 1 penetrating shot, and 16 splash. Well, no guesses for working out which one actually got penetrated by a 15cm round at close range. It had to be the Scorpion. And I'm right, yes, 489 hit points, 1 shell. He aimed for the engine area on the tank, and it went straight through the side into the engine bay and detonated the tank. So, night-night to him. If we look at the rest of the detail, we can see he got 2,165 hit points, of which 1,676 were at more than 300 meters. 10 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, 266 hit points of damage assistance, and 2,165 hit points of stun assist, or 14 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a profit of 15,391 credits from that game, and he also got 2,398 experience points out of it altogether, and, as he said, it was all modes, because, of course, he did fire as an Arty and also as a TD. And sometimes, you know, an Arty does have to go Rambo, and sometimes it's actually great fun because you get some huge kills which actually do win the game for your team. Hope you enjoyed those 3 replays. TigerAce on the Serene Coast map, Lunar Helleber in the Erlenberg Assault, and of course, first of all was Red Dog Alpha 1 in a conventional game, but that's a bread and butter GW Panther game, and very well done to him. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, well, that's our 10,000. There's tons of videos out there for you to watch. We've been doing this for 7 years and no sign of us stopping, and we've got thousands of videos waiting to be done. And of course, if you do have one, there is in the description an email address where you can send the videos, upload them to a replay site first, then send us the video. We'll have a look at it and see if we can actually do it. And then you might appear on our channel as well. We do like to see a video that's rather interesting, something that will amuse everyone. So don't just send in any old video, but if it is a good one, you've got a much better chance of appearing on our channel than you have on, say, the Mighty Jingles or Klaus Kellerman or any of the others that actually do select which ones they want to put on there from their own replay sites. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.